Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Albion TV. We've already had EU reset. We've already had 20v20 action. And now it's time for the 5v5 Crystal League matches. Level 5, 6, and 7 coming right up on your screens in just a moment. My name is Lewpac, and joining me, of course, is Shozen and Bogul. And we're not even done with tonight's entertainment. After 5s, you've still got NA reset to come later with Robin Hooders and Shozen, of course. But right now, it's all about these Crystal matches, isn't it?
Yes,
Are you ready to rock?
Good ones. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Fives are fun. It's where you start seeing the big guys come out and start, really changing the style of play that you see. Before that, it can be a little bit hit or miss whether you're going to get a good match. When you start getting into the fives, that's when the big boys come out. We already have a bunch of them ready to go.
Yeah, but Neon Karambit,
He's not signed up yet.
No, he's in Carlian with a bear. I'm a bit confused here. Because this is the team I really wanted to see this week. I really wanted to see them throw down with like Cargera. The Logic team has been looking really strong. I was watching some of their matches earlier. I'm just bouncing around to see what's going on. But yeah, there's been some incredible new teams forming this season, looking super strong. And we'll see what they've got to offer. We're gonna get a vote up, I believe, for the teams, are we?
Yeah, and I just got a message from Neon Karambit. He's going to be playing. I think he's going to be on Neon Eats KFC.
Oh yeah, of course he's on Neon Eats KFC. My bad. Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, what? Okay.
Let me just start that.
Mm-mm.
All right, we have one up.
Okay,
hopefully it'll end in time for us to get the true vote of who we're going to watch.
Okay, he was moving his other character then, I guess. Because Neon Karambit is Neon Eats KFC, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was confused about.
Actually, I have an interview with him tomorrow.
Okay, that's what have you recorded it yet? Because I'm interested about the story behind Hannibal because they're having a really good season.
Well, they are a Merc team for Hannibal. They are members of Tryhards.
Okay.
So he runs a guild.
Yeah.
But he plays as a merc for another guild.
Okay, so they're a merc. This is a merc team inside Hannibal, is it? I know. Yes. I obviously know these guys from Tryhards. Interesting though, because obviously Tryhards aren't having a bad season, and I mean, I guess you merc out the team for money, but Tryhards is nearly full. They have open world presence. You know, they could have towers. They could put together a competitive season with a team that good.
Oh, they're trying to. They're trying to.
Okay. Because like the thing is, right now you need all of the components, don't you? For a good season push, you need decent 5 and 20 teams, right? You need a good ZVZ force. You need some territories, scoring some points, and you need a lot of guys that love Mage Raid and Shozen. You need people that love the hell. You need people that fall in love with the process, Shozen. Is what I would say about these Mage Raiders. They gotta fall in love with the process. They need to be hunters. Always good to see. We've got a lot of familiar faces. Wow, there's 162 just in Fort Sterling thingy as well, Realm Gate.
Unfortunately, I realized my OBS is set up to stream to the official channel rather than to my YouTube channel. So I can't set that up to get a second match ready to go today. We'll have to just, watch the matches as they play.
Wing it. Oh, that's okay. All right, let's well, who's winning our vote, by the way?
KFC comes out in the end here. Somebody dumping a massive number of points in his direction here. I thought we were going to be watching Baby Guega, but no,
both of those teams are fun to watch. There's so many good teams right now, honestly.
Oh, there's a lot of really good teams out there.
This is the most popular slot for GVGs as well.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So we're spoiled for choice.
I think somebody's buying Zerfax points.
Oh, somebody just bought Zerfax points. It's within 3 points. They're going for that Zerfax win. Oh, you can tell that everybody is pounding that vote button as fast as possible. It's going up just as fast for each. Did Zerfax just won? 96, 110 to 90. Oh.
Okay.
I think this is over. I don't think there's any...
Who's in? Who are we going?
Zerfax. It's Zerfax. We're going into Zerfax.
Okay. They had. I was watching some of their 20s earlier. They had a good one, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Some banger 20s, actually. So, yeah, free Reckless, Dip, Arthora, free James, and Zerfax. A bit of a mixy mood team here. We got some Sun, we got some Elevate, we got some Guild Xena, and honestly, a pretty good lineup. Dip not playing Arcane though, just feels so wrong to me.
It's a little weird.
But they're up against
Dip on Bow, you know, you can see that too.
They're up against Totally Kyle, Luke Highpowered, the Renton, Tryhards, and Suriel, who are now actually playing inside 1-1. So 1-1 OPM, you know, both of these are put in looking for a top 5 finish. Quite good. But even these guys are picking up Merc teams early on. Zerfax on his Frost that he loved to play back in the day. I guess we'll go to the Arthora point of view as both teams go for the 1-1 split at the top. Arthora on the pole hammer. This Totally Carl Durenton team was so strong last season, but they weren't able to do what they wanted to do at the end of the season in the tournament. Right now, they've got some good momentum. Zerfax returning a good amount of fire, but Free James just gets left behind. Reckless comes in with the leap to save his boys. Down goes the Guardian Helm. Big clump on the choke. Pierce comes out. This should be okay. Zerfax is playing that double blink. Dip with the Astral Aegis. Nice and tanky. He's going to roll, grab some heals, but first blood going to this 1-1 team. I wonder what, like, teams that aren't pushing #1 are paying for their GVGers, though. You have to wonder, don't you?
I don't know. Like, well, I do know that, like, for example, the Neon team thinks it could make more money if it went to somebody else. They've been offered more money than what they've been offered by Hannibal, but they agreed to do it, so they're just staying the whole season, which I think is commendable. Not just moving
fair enough.
to who's
I mean,
next.
Everybody has a price, though, don't they? Because, like you said,
I think they're
were
planning on
unproven.
going for somebody else next season, as they plan on getting on that Crystal League Championship. And if you get to the final 4 teams of that, you know that
need
teams are
funding
going to,
as well.
You're going to get paid.
You want to be funded for that as well, though, because if they get
big whiff by
expensive.
Free Reckless there on the orb. You don't like seeing that when you're trying to hit your front line.
He threaded it through the entire team there, but the Judy's going to let them weather this pressure, and Suriel taking a lot of damage on the choke. Again, playing that glaive. You love to see it because it's just something that we're not seeing a lot of, and it's such a threat for overextended melees. Like, it's
absolutely.
It's insane.
It can really end your day.
The Royal Shoes boys in the backline, they don't really care too much because they can roll after they get flicked, but overextended melees have got to be very, very careful. Good roll from Free James on the bomb. It's a 1-2 cap right now. That's a nice perma opening from Zerfax. He's actually going to get the Morganas. Finally, they purge him, but they take a lot of damage in the meantime. And Frost has been seen a bit more lately. Zerfax on this perma.
Good to see it.
There's a Chill Howl on the Logic team as well, which is super good. I really like the Chill Howl. They flick the Frost. They flick the guy with 2 blinks, and I don't know. They haven't turned it into kills though. Can they turn it? Durenton the healer. That's the healer, though.
Goes down.
That's the healer, and that's not what they want to see right now. The bomb on Kyle. Brilliant from Kyle.
This is going to be a 5 if they can go back and get that back guy.
Is it going to be the ace? It's going to be the ace. It's going to be the ace. Oh!
Well, that's 4. They still have 1 up still. Did he go down in the back line?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he
did.
They aced them. Free James was actually very low on energy. Where on earth? Okay, he's got a Limhurst. I couldn't see from the angle. It looked like a different cape from another angle. And Arthora, which is to energy regain mid-fight to channel. I love it. So he's going to be on cooldown for a little bit, but this is the power of that Frost, man. It can do so much turn. And the Chill Howl in the Mudhouse team is looking insane, by the way. I hope we get to see that today because it's so good. But that was really nice play from these guys. James put out a lot of pressure. Dip played nice and safe, and they just outlasted. But the problem is like, I don't think James can play off just the Limhurst cape. There's no royal armor on this team. Like, he does enough damage, but really, Dip's in a lot of trouble up the top here. They get him pinned on the corner. But now Kyle, unfortunately, is going to have to take a long route to the fight. Not going to be able to finish it off from him, but they are going to find Zerfax with the rest of them. Bomb goes out onto Reckless. No roll available. Durenton with the offensive leap, but Purity going to cancel it. Reckless going to go down, and a quick return from these boys. After a full ace, they weren't happy about that, Shozen. They were like, all right, we gotta show something now. And that was a good comeback. Quick 3, grab the caps.
That was
this is
how you do it. That's how you turn it around.
This is a banger match already. A banger match. I don't know how Zerfax got pinned so hard there with 2 blinks available. Like the problem with the Frost is those blinks and the resistance pot. He doesn't have any other defensive. You know, other people have like a decent defensive helm, like Scholar Cow Guardian helm, or tankier armor, stuff like that. The cloth, once you've got no blinks, you got to be so careful on that cloth Frost. Kind of why I like the chill howl. Being able to freeze someone, like, it's such a good skill, but you can't deny the offensive pressure from the perma. It's going to be an open fight now. Durenton's stepping up early. His DPS haven't arrived yet. It's going to be a weird one. Suriel just insta dump onto Suriel. They're actually going to swap the crossbow in, look for more. Dip going to pop the Guardian Helm as the pressure comes down. Zerfax trying to spam, but they are honing in on this Frost. They managed to cancel his shard there with the flick, and he's just going to keep on spamming. But right now, he hasn't got the cast speed he needs to really have an impact with these shards. Kyle gets stunned off to the side and comes to counter stun onto Dip. Knock up onto Zerfax. They're clumping nicely onto James, but there's too much damage. Oh, the perma's good, but James, they couldn't get the save off to him. And now this 1-1 tryhards team is really finding their momentum, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing really well right now. I'm kind of impressed, as always.
I thought we were going for the quick rotate, but it's not going to be quick enough to grab the cap. Plus, they're still waiting on the respawn of James on the bear paws. Maybe he switches to halberd soon. I'm not sure. Like, I like the bear paws a lot, especially the mobility, but I do feel like the halberd's offering a lot of consistency. I'm just not a fan of this soldier armor build. Wow, hang on. Okay, so James is using a Thetford cape and mana pots right now. And I'm pretty sure he has Limhurst cape in his bag for between fights. It's very interesting. Look at Luke. Luke just kiting him off to the side. That was really, really nice from him. Kyle now looking for some space. There has been some adjustments to a lot of teams lately. Some members changing hands. Purity comes down from Reckless, forced to run. Suriel on top of him with that glaive, though. Those stacks doing so much damage. Mortal Agony onto the healer, but there goes the Guardian Helm, and now they can look for the turn potentially on this choke. There's the flick with the leap into free Reckless. Good reset from Durenton, though. Bomb goes out. They actually bombed their whole team there. Not ideal, but Reckless was in a horrible spot. Like, he was so deep there. I don't know what was going on. He has to solo reset himself. Does manage to stabilize, but James is out of energy. Axes and energy problems. Name a more iconic Joe. There comes the energy pot. They should be able to grab this cap, actually. If Zerfax double blinks for it, they'll be able to get this cap and stabilize the timer a little bit. Actually, might not. Good, guys. Suriel leaping for it. They need to stun him. Oh, that's a good stun. He's going to get it. That was brilliant. And they can actually perma straight on top of this.
Nice use of the orbs there.
I know.
2 orbs passing in the night.
That was some great interruption, though. They read every ability perfectly, and Zerfax somehow got the kill. The dive onto Kyle is real right now. The knock-ups onto the healer. He got line of sight, and he's looking for it. The Dip is just in. Dip is frontlining with this Astral Aegis. He's popped his resistor, and now he's like, all right, I probably have to get out of this one now. Reckless keeping things in check. The orb from Durenton Durenton's the wrong side of his team right now. His team is getting run down. He did well to kite, but he kited too far away from his DPS. 2 go down from the 1-1 mix, and 1 goes down in trade, but I think it's going to be a bit of an issue right now. 4 against 3. They have the caps, though. It's got to be a full healer dive because the other 2 are far too tanky, in my opinion. So it's going to be a Durenton dive, and there's a lot of damage. He gets the reset. James comes in with the Razor Cut. They do stun him. He does have that Sacred Scepter. And here he's going to get his energy regen on with the Scholar's Cowl. James is still running him down, but James is having energy problems of his own. The 5th from the Arthora team is back and is going for the back cap. If he can grab it, they got a chance, but Reckless needs to not die. They need to not trade. Riven's actually thinking about it. They're going to get the interrupt. No, they're not going to get the interrupt. Riven didn't actually go for it in the end. So now they've got the 2 cap, but they're getting back cap back. Brilliant. That was the counterplay. That was brilliant there. Luke needs to roll here to get safety. Durenton looking to reset it. They're going to flick Dip just to alleviate some pressure. The crossbow bomb goes out. Good roll from James. James is out of energy. Shozen. The axe is out of energy. Shocking.
James is done.
Shocking, I know.
Just toasted.
Axe is out of energy, and
he's on his way out.
That's going to be GG right there. That's done. All over. Because they're going to grab the caps. They're going to finish this one off. Although they look like they want to fight on. I mean, they're trying to fight on, but it is.
They're
Okay,
fighting on the way to the
over.
tent.
I would have just gone back. I think that was a bit rowdy.
This is going to be it here.
Punished. Right, where do you want to go?
10 seconds.
Where do you want to go next?
I got to go find one, I think.
Right, we got any high-level ones still going?
Probably have one or two. Just I'm refreshing right now to get some better names.
Okay.
And we do, but go check out Le Retre Bleu. Remember how to spell that, right?
Le Retre Bleu. Okay, looks like it could be a potential comeback in the works here. Lutre Bleu. Oh, they got it first time. Nice. Oh wow, looks like there's a trade in the works. Ochi's down though. So the blue has no healer right now.
That's
so
not good.
They kind of need to pull out of this. They did get the trade kill. It's a sun versus sun mirror. So
and Lutre Bleu is going to go down here. There's nowhere for him to go.
He stuck it with no healer. I don't understand. Like,
and Gorga is going to barely get out of here. He's playing very aggressively. All they have to do is try to isolate him, and they could have taken him. I don't think that Sun needed to pull out of there, or Red.
This team, do you remember last week? This team was running the Morgana's Cape crossbow with like triple auto
fire, yeah.
Like they've actually put that away, which I find kind of weird, honestly. I don't know how I feel about that, because that was so good last week. I'm telling you, last week that was nasty, wasn't it? This one kill now. Blue just needs
we're not
one
seeing
kill.
more of it. Ooh, we actually have a really close matchup on the other side. If we go over to Neon Eats KFC, it's 40-60. 40 has 3 caps. It's going to be 40-40 on rotation in 30 seconds.
Oh, this one's
for his life.
about to end. Then one kill will end this one.
Okay.
But not so easy. Wow, they're kiting like madmen. But if this guy dies, it's all over. Can they kill this healer? He's alive somehow. They need to.
Retro Blue is tenting. What is he doing?
I don't know what they're doing. Bokix is dead. They're gonna have to kite. This could be an epic comeback, by the way. And there's a Spirit Hunter on Not So Easy that seems to be doing a lot of work. Lefita gonna go. Sheffy's in a bit of trouble though. And remember, if anybody dies, it's over for Red. They have a 3 cap, and if they can find Lotra Blue, holy moly, they can actually win this. They've
got a couple of rotations to win, and they can't lose. At one point, they can't lose another
Not
cap.
So Easy's been isolated, and he's got a curse chasing him. This is big trouble. Lefita's trying to save his boy. Good guardian help. Oh, they grab Ochi win, and now it's like they have a very limited window. Oh, and they did get taken down in the end. Okay, that was a wild match, wasn't it? All right, so we get to Neon Eats KFC.
Yep. Neon Eats KFC. Currently, he's on the back foot, getting pushed back to tent here. They did lose their 5th, and now they're trying to get back before they lose another. Fatneck's really low here. He's going to get in okay. Neon goes and plays a little bit of defense, just walks around.
The 2 cap, but they are getting countered right on timer in mid.
Oh, they did just lose it in time, and that's going to cost them 10 points.
6-6 right now. This is mad.
20-40. That's the rough situation to be in right now, as they are still waiting for their 5th to come back up the stairs with them.
Yeah, the longer respawns are starting to kick in. Obviously, if you don't know, the longer the match goes on, the longer the respawns take. Gru, I don't know why he's going for that cap. He's never getting it, and he's
making Neon come deeper.
I mean, yeah, but he's not doing any DPS. They're losing their bow. They're losing their bow. Oh my god!
Oh, is he gonna get it? Did they just get it? They just got it. They got the cap.
Not only did they get it, but something just deleted Machu. Like.
Oh no, that's it. That's it for the Neon Krampa team.
GG. Yeah. Marines playing plate dual daggers, like dagger pair, right?
Okay.
And he's playing Carlian Cape, right? Which means he can double Q, okay. So it means he can stack really quickly, I guess. He shouldn't do that much damage in Royal Armor. Like, he really shouldn't do that much in Royal Armor. It's like a 5% bonus. But that was a really good sync up between the DPS there. They got the Sunder Pierce, right? They Sunder Pierce, snipe, and assassinate at the same time. Hits him with the slit throat. That healer just went from about 60% to nothing in that combo. Didn't have a chance to react, and not often we see this team take an L, but they certainly did in this match. Right, well, Level 5s. Level 5s were just the appetizer for this evening shows, and it's still about to kick off, isn't it? We've got a lot of matches ahead of us, and it's going to be super interesting to see who carries on to the next round. Let's see. Earlier we got only 2 level 7s.
Really?
Afternoon.
Only 2 level 7s?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there'll be a lot more to this evening. This one's always more active, but there was a Kargera versus Sun, or Black Order versus Sun level 7. Kargera's team coming out on top, and a Mudhouse mirror match.
I actually got to come back in the works here, guys. If you want to head over to, let me get you a name from One Punch Man, Trap Zone, or Jake 22.
Oh wow, yeah, this is a good team. This is a good team, actually. I was watching these guys earlier. These guys, I believe, are playing in the 20s as well for these guys. Zoned Out versus OPM. OPM having a good season. Obviously, they had a wild season last season. They're not pushing as hard this time, but they're also embroiled in wars with anyone that will fight them.
Everybody, and everybody's trying to get into that war.
Ironically, fighting people is the worst thing you can do in a season. What's interesting is Pneumatics is playing the quarterstaff. I don't think we've ever seen a quarterstaff in GVG since it was changed to the Vault ability. Used to see it all the time with Separator.
Separator was, big play.
And it was a massive route. I remember like the pumped up routes with the fish that lasted about 15 seconds before they fixed it.
Oh, that was big.
It used to be disgusting. Then obviously they changed it. It's now quite widely used in Corrupted. We'll see how it plays out here. I mean, they're doing okay, but they are now on a clock. Pneumatics comes in with the Vault. The crossbow in a bit of trouble at the back. Jake keeping the boys alive, and now they are stabilizing. Pixie Thief going in deep, gets poisoned, has to turn around immediately. Blinks the bomb into his team, but they ride out the pressure. Down goes the nasty wounds. Pixie Thief in a lot of trouble. And I think this one could be going. It's going to go to 2 points, which means if anybody dies, it's all over. But a single wipe, and they also win. It's on the edge right now, and I think Russell is going to get bombed here. The bomb's going to blow. Good slam. Oh my goodness, the razor cut, that combo with the quarterstaff and the bear paws was fantastic. Laugh actually manages to stabilize his boys. Zoned Out find one. They need to find one more. They're going to find one more. They're going to put it on 1 point. In comes the slam.
1 point.
Now they need a cap. They need a cap or they need a kill.
A single cap and it's over.
And there's no way these guys can hold for 30. There's no way they can hold for 30 against 5 people.
They need to, it's a kill in either direction or a stop for caps. And it looks like it's a cap going to the southern cap. And let's see, Trap Zone's going to try to stop it.
They're going to get the interrupt.
It's going to put Trap Zone into a bad position here. He's going to be left alone.
Gonna die
if he can survive for
just go
14
to all
seconds.
Of the caps. Why have they not finished this match? I don't understand.
Pixel Thief is going for it. Pixel Thief is trying to take the cap.
Oh, Laugh with the block. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. Oh
my God. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, Lewpac. They nearly didn't get that,
though. They nearly didn't get that.
I know. It was 2 seconds.
Like 5 versus 3 with 1 point, you just immediately go for all of the caps simultaneously. There's nothing they can do. Like your bow just chases them, and you just try and cap all 3, and one of them will either die or you'll get a cap. 12-5 though. 12-5 ahead in kills, and they end up losing. Feels bad, man. Okay, well that was exciting stuff, Shozen. But
I agree.
We're 10 minutes away from our next matches now. People are going into scrims as well. The try hard is real. I'm telling you. What did you make of EU Reset? We barely got to talk in EU Reset today.
EU Reset was ridiculous, Lewpac. I don't think we even we didn't get to explain what Reset was. No, we didn't get to explain who was fighting, on what side. We didn't get to explain what was going on with territories. All we got to do was show fights.
Which isn't a bad thing for us. It was exciting to watch. It was action packed. But yeah, I just didn't expect it to be so rowdy. Honestly, it was crazy. But what do you make of this season so far? Then
the season, it's awesome. I mean, we have a 3-way fight for first.
3-way still? Do you reckon?
Well, I mean, is Black Order and Mudhouse, are they working together? How much are they working together? What's the deal?
Well, they dropped Alliance for the points day, which, you know, one side obviously thinks that it favors them more than the other. But Black Order are 50k plus behind 1 and 2 now. Like the gap between third and second now is 56,000 Chosen. That's a lot. If everybody's keeping pace, there's no real way to make that up quickly, is there?
No.
Like the final week GVGs are a good way to make that. I do think though, like Mudhouse and Sun, they need to open up, because Black Order has the Cargera team.
Right.
Mudhouse and Sun need to open up a gap big enough that the final week's GVGs don't matter. They need to get beyond the points cap. That said, Mudhouse has very good GVG teams now.
They do. They've definitely gotten a few good Merc teams.
Decent teams, but not like
not
absolute
Cargera
top
level
tier. Not
nobody
not
gonna win a level 9.
Level.
You gonna win any 8s maybe?
Yeah, they could win 8s, and they like the
and you have a
team could
very
win 9s.
good 20v20 team.
Well, that's where Sun has an advantage in the 20s. Like Sun probably has the best 20 team right now.
After what we just saw, I would say so.
The Elevate team with full lineup. They just took care of
the Elevate team. Yeah.
The Elevate team with full lineup is probably competitive against them. But
it wasn't their full lineup. It was definitely a mixed team.
Those are probably the only two like insane 20 teams right now.
Yeah.
The problem is honestly, outside of the big points days for 20s, the day-to-day rewards just aren't good enough to warrant making teams. I think it's holding it back right now, because you have to, when they balance these things, you have to consider the pain in the ass factor, like of making a team. Making a team for 5 is annoying enough. Multiply that by 4, and you have to gear them as well. Like, I don't know. It's not really worth it for 600 points a day, is it? Like a 3-man mage raid group can make 600 points in 2 hours.
I don't know. I watched you guys like Sun go off and leave an entire like teammate, alliance mate alone to get massacred by homeless crew the other day so they could take a single castle.
Go get them castles, mate. Every point counts in this #1 race. Look how close it is. When was the last time there was 3k between first and second at first reset show?
None. Like never.
Like that's gotta be the closest fight we've had in a long time.
Easily. Yes.
Like, but the problem is, you know, we're involved in this race, and I can tell you firsthand that 3-man mage raid groups are better than anything else.
Okay.
They're better than taking castles. They're better than top tier GVG teams. Like if you worked out right how oh man, like 3-man mage raiders can make an insane amount of points if they're dedicated. That's like Mudhouse went crazy at the start of the season with it.
Absolutely, yeah. They were taking the magic mark approach.
It's finding people that want to do mage raid for 90 days though.
In the middle of the night.
Or what's the season? What's the season actually overall? It's 86 days.
Yeah.
So.
And you got to do it in the middle of the night when your opponents aren't around, and it's kind of crazy.
I mean, you don't have to do it when they're not around though. You don't like. There's very few entities in the game that bother defending their mages, right? Because people either live too far away from the towers to get there before the mages are gone. Sun defends their mages. If anyone's ever tried to raid a Sun mage this season, they'll know about that. Mudhouse defends their core mages. Black Order defends like their main territory mages. Like the guild Doom from Squad, they have like a hideout practically inside their tower. Like you knock on that mage, they just start popping up like freaking moles out of the ground, like bump 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 bump. Touched our mages. Like some people do, but the majority don't, right? And once you know who doesn't, a 3-man team 24/7 can just rotate around, scoring infinite points. This is the problem. It's infinite points, right?
Yep.
GVGs and 20s are capped.
All
right?
capped, yeah.
There's a limited number of castles. There's a limited number of outposts, and they're on timers. Territory points are capped. You know, the storage is capped. Mage raiding is unlimited. Like even the world bosses, you've got to wait for respawn.
It's not completely unlimited.
If everybody was mage raiding, if everybody was out mage raiding, then it would be limited, right? but only the only people mage raiding, right, are people trying to win. That's it. No one else is going to bother because it's unfun, in my opinion. It's a weird. It's in a weird place right now, Shozen. I don't know how to word it better than that. But do you know what I mean? Like, I get what you're saying. Mage raiding, like, do you remember when mages were first
brand new,
brought
and you had to stay there for 2.5 hours.
Every mage on the map was
GVG.
cleared, and we had like, I think we had the last tower that still had mages on it, and there was like this server-wide ZVZ, like Sun hunkered down on this tower, surrounded by all these other blobs that were also fighting each other. It was absolute chaos. It was hilarious.
Is that the same season where the entire Guild of Sun ran away from the 5 guys in Frog 1?
I have no idea.
And hid in a tower?
I have no idea. That was like, I don't know, 3 years ago or something?
It was a while ago. Frog 1 hasn't been a thing for a while. I mean,
I was like, yeah, I was trying to remember who was in that Frog 1 GVG team. It was
Lalance.
The Lalance, Leclarent.
Yeah, Leclarent.
Yeah. That was a really good team. But I don't know if it was that season. But
it was a good time.
I can't remember when mages got actually introduced to the game. But right now, yeah, it's just PvE.
Didn't mages come in even before there were seasons, and they were used to give additional bonuses to 5v5 teams that were about to fight? Like you could get an extra 5%?
Yeah, so you used to have to defend the mages before a GVG or place rogue mages to get a bonus for your GVG team. And luckily they reverted that really quickly because that was so horrible. Good to get rid of it. It was so horrible.
Yeah, like
I remember Money Guild.
It was so hard.
Money Guild forming up like 2 hours before a GVG to just sit on the territory.
All right, I'm gonna pull a raffle now. Anybody want to get in on that raffle? This is your last opportunity to get in on the raffle before I pull a raffle. And you got to vote too. Right now, it looks like Loretra Blue is way ahead with 53% of the vote. Lewpac's over there slamming on the keys, trying to get that vote in.
I'm not voting. I'm just looking around to see what everyone's running. I was trying to find this double dagger build. Like, I really wanted to see that double dagger again because vote for them. What team was that we just saw with the double dagger?
I can't tell you. The plate dragger?
Yeah. Like it was crazy good.
That was the one against KFC.
Yeah.
Neon eats KFC.
Yeah. They looked really good, honestly.
All right. We have our winner, Los Bancos.
Oh,
congratulations, Whisper Me, to claim your prize.
He created a roads mapping tool. One of the first roads mapping tools. Really nice guy. Really
good to know.
Really clever coder.
Well, now he's got the opportunity for some really clever gold.
Big up my man Los Boncos. All right, what's the vote looking like, Shozen? Let me pull this up and have a quick look.
It's close between Rafikon and Loretra Blue.
Okay. So the Rafikon team picked up by Mudhouse as well, which is interesting. So you got obviously the Rafikon team and the Logic team playing under the Mudhouse banner now, which, you know, I remember you were saying, oh, they're going to get Crystal, then help Black Order, right? You don't purchase 2 good Merc teams if you're just going for Crystal, do you?
No.
Like, I think, and this is the thing, like, do you think Black Order tap out now and boost Mudhouse instead?
I don't know. I really don't know what the deal is. They're very far behind on points. They let Sun catch up and then pass them pretty significantly.
Well,
we had another winner, though.
The problem was those territories, those leveled territories with the mages up 24/7, generated 40k points on like the early hours of Saturday morning.
That's a lot.
So, like, you know, Mudhouse with a 50k lead suddenly opened the scoreboard, and it was neck and neck. Like,
right.
That's got to be an eye opener, hasn't it? Like,
absolutely, you got to be like,
thinking you have that cushion, and then
what are we gonna do now?
PoE as well dropped a bunch of decent towers to them. Are we watching Rafikon?
That's the idea.
Okay.
Oh, Lotra Blue. Yeah,
oh.
sorry. That's the idea.
Let me get his name again.
You know how to spell it. It's easy.
Yeah. Looks like they got a default. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. So they weren't showing us faded. That was weird for me. Okay. Zelfriano, Ochi. And they recently got Zelfriano into the team. And it looks like they're going to go against the Luke High Power Suriel team that we just saw. Turtley Kyle. Fantastic healer, by the way. Sorry, fantastic crossbow player, Turtley Kyle. This is these guys always do some funny stuff, right? This is the double one-hand crossbow. Double one-hand crossbow with Aegis Glaive. This is nasty. This is a dirty composition, but Luke is nowhere to be seen on this. Lotra with the big anti-heal. This could definitely cause some problems for Durenton. And if they can put enough pressure onto Suriel that he can't play his game, she grabbing a 2. The healer managed to grab a 2 because Luke was late to the fight. But now Suriel looking for the push. Down goes a nicely positioned Judy. The anti-heal comes out on the back line. Unfortunately, Durenton's got the bop for it. Gorgo and Luke trading. They're going to get the knock up onto Gorgo. There's the Iron Breaker for the Pierce. The crossbow's starting to unload. He pops his resist, eats the orb. Now Lotra looking to turn it onto Luke. Back and forth in the early. Luke late to the fight. Down goes nasty wounds onto the crossbow. And he's in a bit of trouble here. He's already taken the Guardian. Kyle very aggressive onto Zelf. And this one is a rowdy one already. Back and forth. So many people low. They're looking for him. No anti-heal for Luke. He's going to roll. He has the bleeds on top. Durenton finds one heal, but this carrying call is probably going to run him down unless the reset comes out. And now Bokix has maybe overstayed his welcome. With no resist, he's going to go back. Durenton's going to get stunned. More anti-heal. Nasty wounds again in the back line. Suriel overextends, though. His healer was so far back. Suriel looking for those plays. He's going to get driven out. And they grabbed that 2 cap at the start, Shozen. Very interesting start.
Very good opening for these guys here. And they're going up against a pretty good team here.
Well, both of these teams are definitely like, you know, when you get to this level, any team can win in 6+. Like, all the teams there are generally good enough to win. There will be... I would definitely probably favor the Totally Carl team just because of their consistency and the fact that the Lutra Blue team just made a change to their roster. So, you know, I would definitely give it to them. One of the
better healers in the game there. I mean...
Durenton's very, very good under pressure as well. Like... I'd say maybe there's better healers positionally, but Durenton's prioritization under pressure is good. But they're playing with inferior viewpoint right now and 3 capped against. Do you know what I mean? This is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of nasty way to open the match. Yeah. But these guys could definitely come back. We know this team well. They've definitely got it in. Carl gonna pop his food. Lotra going in. Both crossbows actually attacking the tank. Tank is greedy as well. Tank is Limhurst. He's full anti-heal. Suriel, that heal does nothing. None. That reset in a Judy did nothing. That was the dirtiness of the anti-heal, but they can punish this tank so hard. His build is so greedy, especially against 2 crossbows. They weathered the storm, but do you think that's going to be just so much momentum that they can't get on top?
They have the momentum already. Totally Kyle getting pressured, and he gets pierced and done. That was enough to take him down.
Oh, did you see Gorgo? He rolled the flick as well. That was nasty. Suriel not going to be happy with that one. The flick got rolled, and they get driven back to the tent. 3 cap as well. And the 1-1 team getting banged on.
Yeah, like, impressive match by this Sun team. I did not expect that.
Yeah, I mean,
I expect them to do well, but I didn't think they were just gonna like power through Durenton's team here.
Yeah, and
that's what we've seen so far. It's been a total domination. It's 149 to 85. There's been no pressure put out by the 1-1 team yet.
Ochi healed in the off-season Crystal as well. Remember, he played in the championship. He's a top tier healer. Like, and healing, in my opinion, is the hardest role. Then tank and then DPS. Like, I definitely think a lot comes down to here. I like this. Look at the spread, though. That's really good spread. They need to pick apart Lotra with these crossbows. They need to punish the greediness of his build. The fact that he's running no Martlock, no resist, like, offensive anti-heal, everything. Bokic's going to get bombed into oblivion by these crossbows. But here comes the Cultist Sandals. They look for the reset. The Pierces are good. Nasty wounds onto Suriel. It needs to be careful here. Wasn't really any kill pressure, so I'm not sure Not sure I like that tenacity hood with no kill pressure. Good reset. Gorgo needs to roll here. He is double bombed and they are beating on him. But he just holds his ground. He knows his healer's there and he holds his ground. The orb's going to whiff and loot gets traded again. Like, this is impressive stuff right now. Like that.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of good work
did not
here.
panic. Bokix is going to get traded on. Oh, just about saved. The Renton. Oh, the snipe doesn't quite reach. Kyle's in trouble, but these guys, they might be getting left behind. The tank's going to drop. And this one could be done and dusted. The Renton's heals do nothing. Like, he's in the Mystic Rocks. Like, they've got the carrion caller with a full anti-heal stack star for balance, man. And they know how good the Renton is healing. So they're just like, well, what if his heals don't do anything? Like, we can't stop him landing the heals, but we can stop them actually doing any healing by having every bit of anti-heal in the game. Archie playing a Royal Cow as well, by the way.
Yep.
Wait, what?
For the win. Royal Cowl for the win.
I mean, yeah, I just noticed that. I mean, he gets infinite energy, I guess. But I like the Scholars because it's a defensive as well.
Mm-hmm.
But we know how good these guys are. And they're on 60 points from 149ing this team. Like 60 seconds away, sorry, from 149ing one of the best teams of last season. Ochi gonna get flicked. Oh, this could be nasty though. He does manage to get into the Judy. The Purity gets him out there. Here comes the anti-heal and the Cultist Sandals, that rotten ground onto the Renton. And he's actually... One thing I've noticed is the Mystic Rocks are stopping the forward pressure, but there is no tank.
I like what they just did with the Renton
in that
there.
same corner this time,
Yeah.
and Zelf, spoke too soon. Zelf, they did a really good job zoning out Lotra there. The Mystic Rocks
Renton did a
does stop
great
that
job with the
forward
Robo
pressure.
Purity to completely
Kyle's in
zone out
trouble though.
Lotra
Kyle
Blue.
actually could die still. Like,
Hell's gonna go. If he can get
I
any,
think the
like
Renton's
Bronx
gonna
is gonna be on top
stabilize,
of him
but
too.
these guys are gonna fight.
Big
These
whiff
guys
on
are
the
gonna fight
orb.
for 30 for the win. Like, they're gonna drop one kill, but I think they just survive now. And that's a Raven. That is a nasty Raven. Bokix is in trouble, but the Renton, the healer's gonna drop. And now Riven, he can't stay. He can't stay.
He's
Bokix
stuck.
is
He's
just gonna
dead.
kill him.
There's nothing he can do.
Bokix
He
is
can't
just
get
gonna
out of
kill
that.
this man. This man is going to die. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That was not.
And Suriel's gonna go on the backside too.
I did not expect
1
that
point
match to
left.
go that way,
That's
man.
okay. So they got one kill.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't expect that match to go that way. We need another
No.
match. Holy moly. That was filth. Filth. Shozen, where do you want to go? Where do we go?
Well, you can head over to Neon Eats KFC.
Yes,
as
my
it's
boy Neon.
94 to 77 right now. The Sun team has 3 caps and 77 points. Is working on a comeback.
Oh man, they're all under pressure though. The spread damage, RPG, my favorite axe to watch right now. They're gonna find him though. Can they get the trade? The Sun team has no health right now, but Fatnex is getting drilled, and Yodiko is looking to stabilize for the boys. Yav, Wusan, Nataxo. Nataxo is another player that played in the off season as well, by the way. Like, there's some good teams, but this Hannibal team, man, I'm tipping these for great things. Like, this match is not going to plan right now, but these guys have been doing some crazy stuff. Like, honestly,
Neon needs to get out of here.
Neon's
Nope,
gone.
he's just gonna die. Fatnex as well.
like Nataxo is a bow player that needs to be kept under control. Nataxo's like Goof. He's like Bunny Team. Do you know what I mean? He's like these guys, right? You give him some space. You give him some space, and you're gonna get dunked. Like, your Clothies are gonna die. Your tank might die. Like, Neon's playing a respectably tanky build. Do you know what I mean? He didn't go full greed like we saw Lotra, and I actually feel like that 1-1 team didn't punish Lotra's greedy build. Like, 2 crossbows should be absolutely slapping him. Like, one of them should pierce and they should both bomb, and that's him out the fight. Like, he has to go reset that. Even with the resistance he can get from Cartwheel, it's not going to be enough. Both Judy's dropped in the mid. Very, very early Royal Armor there, by the way. That was interesting. It's going to be a 20-point rotation for Sun. Good stability here. Fatnex taking some pressure, but he's going to roll out. Yodiko, super aggro. Wusan getting bombed. They need to not stack. We know how dangerous RPG is. Nice orb from Yodiko. These guys are playing really wide. They're trying to prevent that value coming in. But now the reset's gone. Mooney's going to be in a lot of trouble here. This is going to get messy. Yodiko's going to struggle to stabilize this one for his boys, and they are going to lose one. There's no trade on the board. They probably can't stick it for 30 seconds either. Down comes the reset. Yadiko knocked up. Mooney in the Judy. Can they save this man? Can they? Oh, the bop. Just too late. Yadiko can't find anything. He's going to blink to safety. RPG tries to leap in. Gets bopped out by the Purity. Yav's back on his feet, though. Wusan should be okay. And these guys, they know they need caps right now. They just about stopped themselves getting 10'd on that rotation. What a banger, though, of a match. 7-6 in kills as well.
Very close overall.
And this team, like you said, they took this season-long deal with Hannibal. They signed a season-long contract, and they're regretting it now. Like they've proven a lot this season, and you know they could be commanding probably a lot more than they're getting in their current deal.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're going to get a lot more next season. But like
Mooney.
I said, they wanted to stay with their team
This
through
is
the end
nice.
of the season.
Mooney soaked up all of their frontline pressure, but they stack for RPG. They really got to watch these stacks. RPG is an absolute monster on this halberd. His third ability Q as well. He's so good at landing that. Yadiko goes in. Guardians are being dropped. The backline's in a bit of trouble for Hannibal, but if they can stabilize, I think they can get another pick here. Fatnex needs to get out of this, though. Shield boots as well. Like, real tanky lineup. Yadiko separates their CC, though. Mooney gets the reset. They really needed a Judy for that. Wusan looking for the trade. Great heals from Machu. Yav has gone aggressive. Liet rolls early, though. He rolled too early for the bomb. Nearly goes down. They've got the Judy. Yadiko needs that reset. The orb comes in. Yav on his own to the side. Yadiko just about able to keep his boys up. Fatnex so aggressive. Mooney and Wusan. The spread here from Sun is making it so difficult to reset. Somehow Yadiko has kept his boys out, but the pressure's going to be too much from Hannibal. They're going to drive them back. It's going to be a 60-second rotation. And if they start to go down, I think it's GG here.
They're already going.
This
It's
is
done.
GG.
It's GG. Yeah, they've already lost an attack, so I think that's all they're going to lose in this engagement. But
they might get one shot if they're quick. But look at Liet. Liet's already rotating for that back cap. He knows.
Yeah, they have to be fast. You have to be fast on these rotations. And we've said it time and time again. Slow rotations lead to comebacks.
This team playing insane now.
That's a slow out of 10 though for these guys. Down to 12 points.
Yeah, it was like Nataxo. Nataxo's only on 2 deaths. I was like, he's not setted. No, definitely not. The thing is though, they've only got 40 seconds. They have to find a kill. I mean, they have to find a kill with enough pressure to drive the enemy team out right now. They can survive on a 1 cap, but honestly, these are the situations I hate for teams, because at this level, no one's giving up the win because they lose 1 person. Do you know what I mean? You literally need to murder an entire team at top level in 30 seconds, and it's just not going to happen, is it? What's more likely to happen is you overextend looking for that kill, and you end up dying again. Mooney trying to kite back for his boys. Yeah, they know now. They're just trying to survive and not give away another set. Wusan going to need some heals, though, up front. Reset comes in 5 seconds. He rolls, does get 1 more heal. Yadiko. Oh, good Guardian. Oh, wait. They backcapped. They managed to grab the cap during all of that, but it won't matter if Wusan goes down. They gave themselves a 60-second lifeline. Can they turn it into anything right now? Good bops from Machu. Nice play from him. Mooney on the backline doing some work, but they range DPS turn their attention to Mooney. He's going to need something up front, and the bomb's going out. Yab's in a bit of trouble. Aggressive rolls the bomb. RPG, they're looking for Fatnex. Fatnex is Astral Aegis, giving him that tankiness he needs to survive. Machu doing a great job of keeping his boys alive. Liet dropping low. The axe is going to find him and connect. Yav's Guardian Helm saves him. This is really close. Liet's going to go down here, but 1 trade will be enough to end the match anyway. Wusan. Oh, Wusan. He does grab the reset on the way out. They're going to need more, though. It's not going to be enough. They're going to die for it. They might get RPG on the way, but the timing's too late. Yav's definitely not going to get this. They get the stun. Nah, there's the bot from Machu. And what a match that was, though. Did not expect that one to be that close. I'll be honest with you.
No, neither did I. Yeah.
Holy moly.
Incredible.
Have we got any more still going?
I'm checking now, and I think that's it.
No,
No, that's
doubt
it. That's
I
it.
doubt
It's all
it now.
done. It's all done.
What an absolute banger. I didn't even see them get the back cap. I was so focused on the fight. Then they found the kill. They just like I said, the problem is you need to get enough to force them off the point.
And it just wasn't enough.
And Matthew and the tank were right there. They got a good stun on the tank, but Matthew was ready. Like he was able to stop that. That was a banger though, and we still got one more match this evening to enjoy.
And then we have the NA Invasion Day as well.
We haven't even watched Kargera yet.
You know, I put him in the vote. Nobody wanted to watch him.
Unbelievable.
Nobody wanted to watch.
Unbelievable.
They're like, I've seen this. I've watched it before. Why would I want to learn from Kargera? Why would I want to learn from Bodeville?
I mean, because
I can't do what they do anyway.
They're the best.
I can just keep watching it, and I'm never going to be able to pull off what they do. Why would I want to even watch?
Because all right, fair.
Like, I can't cartwheel like that. Can't predict what the other guy's going to do.
Kargera, the king of the cartwheel. I was having this discussion with him the other day where people were like, Kargera's cartwheels go further than everyone else. Like, analyzing GIFs of it as well. All right.
He's got strong legs.
Yeah.
From all that heavy lifting of, carrying Derek for all those years.
I mean, he was the original Syndic team. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Syndic,
he was,
Kargera, Boda,
Bodeville,
Lissy, and Sotras.
Oh, yeah,
Sotras. Was like the team to
be. Long time ago.
And then it kind of merged into the Derek team, didn't it?
Like, with Sam.
There was a few iterations of it. Of that team, which was
they've gone through a number of teams. There, I believe at one point, Syndic even played with Derek on the same team for a short period.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they did when it was the combined forces.
I don't remember. I don't actually remember an iteration like that.
Oops. No. Okay, I could be wrong. It's been so long. These two teams have, like, when they merged, it was so long ago. It's pre-season 1.
Yeah. Fair enough. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at who's going to be queuing up then. Looks like the Kargera team's definitely going to be queuing up. That Ochi Win team. Of course. The Neon Karambit team's going to be in level 7s. I imagine the Totally Kyle team is going to be there as well.
Nobody is queued up so far.
No. Well, like, I think a lot of these teams are moving to towers, honestly. The Hannibal team's not.
No, they don't have any towers.
But like after this weekend's points rush, I think people have realized the value of leveling towers now.
Okay.
Because the Kargera team is considering what they charge, they're notoriously hard to get out of town. They like to log in town, do their GVG, and that's it. Right? That's
okay.
That's how they like it to be. But I think there's been a lot of convincing to get them to actually play from towers for the high levels.
You'd think they'd want to.
Yeah, but it's just they just want to log in and play. Do you know what I mean? They don't want to do other stuff.
They don't need any rewards.
No.
No,
exactly. They've got billions in mounts as well.
Yeah.
But one of the most sought after teams in terms of value as well. The average, people are paying 10 to 15k a point on average for teams right now. So, on a day like today, you can earn a lot, really. If there's 8k points up for grabs, a day like today can cost, easily 80 million. I think. Hang on.
A lot of money.
80 million? Yeah. 8k.
A lot of silver there,
8
Lewpac.
million. No, 8 million.
8 million. Okay, that makes more sense.
Am I right?
I don't know if you're right or wrong. I don't do math. Where's Bogul?
Yeah. You 112. Yeah, sorry, 15,000. I saw 15k a point. So 120 mil for a day like today. It's a lot, really, isn't it?
Sure is.
Right, we got some.
Do we have some? No, we have no.
We've got no stalk, no queues yet.
No queues.
I guess it's 10 minutes. Like, we know people are
we're 10 minutes before the matches start. We have none. What we could do is you could look at the map while I'm looking at people queuing. You could explain to people who got what where. Talk a little bit about the politics of the world, who's fighting with who.
All my flags have disappeared.
Oh, that's probably
I'm gonna relog and get my flags back up. You have to full restart.
All right, when you then I will go ahead and I will do the
I'll
other
only
thing
be a
that I do a
second.
lot of. I'm gonna pull a raffle. While you restart, I will pull a raffle. And Fluky, you have won the raffle earlier. You never claimed your prize. Gonna put you into chat again. Give you another message. There you go, Fluky. If you are there, click on my name, hit the whisper button. I'll hit you up later with a code. If you whisper me. If not, you don't get no money. All right, everybody else get in the raffle. Make sure you're in it.
I got my flags back then. Got my
All right,
flags
I'm
back.
gonna pull the raffle then, and then I'm gonna start looking in the other direction.
I don't think there was any big surprises. There was a massive war
Banuska.
around Arthur's Rest, though, wasn't there? Surf grabbed everything around Arthur's Rest, actually. Like, Arthur's Rest down to Bridgewatch is now pretty much owned by Surf. Obviously, there's, like, the Arch border. Now, I don't think Arch and Surf are at war, as far as I know.
Not that I know of.
Arch are still... So Arch wiped the Spring Sump Melt and Basin areas of a bunch of hideouts, right? There's a few that got left in Melt because there was simply so many they couldn't knock them all. Whether they're going to commit 4 days to knock the rest of them, who knows? But there's... The Arch China war is pretty much done. China doesn't want to fight it anymore. They were like, we're going to fight Arch.
Hey, Lewpac, I have a very important question for you.
What?
Say a player had just won their level 6, right?
Yeah.
And they forgot to grab their level 7 token. Is there any way for them to get that level 7 token?
Who did that?
Why would I
David
name and shame?
There's no way.
I'm not gonna.
I've done it. I've been there.
Okay. I'm not
What
gonna
happened?
say.
No, come on, tell me what happened. Who?
Somebody left it in.
Who? From what team?
From one of the teams that we've been watching.
Oh man.
I'll give you a hint. He has no vowels in his name.
Huh? RPG. No. Yeah, RPGHY. That guy?
I'm not gonna say.
My favorite halberd player on the planet is not going to be playing in the next match.
I'm not saying that.
Big sad.
I'm gonna be looking for teams to sign up.
Me big sad. Is that God? No, just tell you can say it. Is you're not allowed to say?
Yeah, they're not gonna be in the next one.
Oh mate. Yes, it's say. I mean,
I don't think you can.
You can't message support because it was his fault.
His fault.
Like he. Oh my god! Like imagine that, because it was the thing is it was such a close match. They were probably like, yeah, so pumped.
Yeah, I'm so excited. That was amazing. Oh.
Okay, so what happens is, right? It's when you go to loot before checking your chest, right? If you rush out to check bodies, you have a chance of forgetting the chest.
Right.
So no matter what you're doing, you should always open the chest first, then loot, then leave. That's the ordering. Because it's even worse in 20s, right? Because everybody mounts up and runs out to try and scavenge the bodies because there's so much loot in 20s. The amount of times I came back and forgot my token. Luckily, mostly
they have an
extra
token. They have an extra token. They will be here. I've gotten confirmation they actually have an extra token. They're just, 1 token short on the amount of tokens they should have. And it could come to haunt them later in the season. But today, they will be fine. Good to know. Glad to hear it. Everything is well. We can sleep tonight. Go back.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Okay, I'm gonna put them into the vote. And I'm gonna put RPGHY in. He's your choice to vote for. Just remember what team he was in, guys. He's in the the Neon Crambit team.
Vote for him. He deserves it now, doesn't he?
Now that we've given him so much shit. I mean, they haven't signed up yet, so I am being a little bit preemptive in putting them in there.
They'll be there for sure. Like Hannibal doesn't have any towers to level, like, which is weird because honestly, half the advantage of these teams, definitely the towers, if you ask me. We'll see what's gonna happen. I've got a feeling we're gonna get some good matchups. What matchup would you love to see in this one, Shozen? Do you have any ones you'd absolutely love to see? Like, I'd love to see that RPG team against Cargera. I really would.
I will put Cargera in there in the vote then.
I'm pretty sure. Are they queued up yet?
No.
No.
They're generally one of the last ones to queue.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put them in there anyway. And if they don't show up, then that's not on me. Although I think I had to give it like a 5-minute vote, and we have exactly 5 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's all right. I think these guys are about to queue anyway. Right. So we got the Cargera team. We got the Neon Karambit team. We got the Lotra Blue team. We got the what other teams we got?
Those are the teams we have.
And
only
yeah, 3?
The 5 teams that are signed up are the 5 teams that I have labeled.
Oh, so somebody's getting a no-show as well then.
We don't know that. There's 4 minutes left to sign up.
Well, yeah, GVG is GVG is
I went and said Cargera and the guys are generally late to sign up. They signed up with 4 minutes left to go.
That's pretty early for GVG.
That's pretty
teams.
early.
Let's have a look at the vote
that's
then.
fine.
FS Petit Phils, good team as well. The Rathicon team. Man, we haven't seen Phils today actually.
No, we haven't.
That's the point. That's a really good team. I mean, they're at level 7.
They're in level 7, so they have to be pretty good, right?
Yeah, definitely. And they're playing under the Black Order banner as well. So Black Order have got 2 teams in the level 7s today, looking for some big points, aren't they?
Well, hopefully they won't go up against each other.
I don't think it matters. I think they'll cap points regardless. Like if you go up against each other, you're guaranteed max points.
Right.
Across the 2 teams. And I think you'll cap off of that.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Like in fact I know they'll cap because Cargera already got a ton of points. They're probably already capped actually because of how many points Cargera got early on, winning all the matches. Like it's a really good team. But the thing is now the points cap is a big deal. Like you can't just spam all the teams because that if there wasn't that cap, people would be buying all the teams now.
Absolutely. Well, I think the cap is a good thing. It makes it a lot harder to buy your way to first. Yeah.
But you just buy other stuff. Just buy castles. You pay people not to mage trade you. You can pay for anything in this game. Silver makes the world go round, Shozen.
Does Lotra Blue really have 259 votes already? Somebody just pounding that button?
Man, you got to use those points on something, haven't you?
Somebody really likes him. That's my points. I'm voting for myself.
Lotra Blue.
Not Dal. He's saying it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It's gonna come up at the end. It's gonna be him.
I mean, every team has a chance. You just got to vote for who you want. But that anti-heal was nasty. I'm really shocked that the Totally Carl team didn't punish it. They had double crossbow backline. That's what was crazy. I love their lineups as well. They come up with the coolest stuff. Like when they did that, do you remember they did the double tank for a little while? They're playing the glaive. They're doing so much cool stuff. And I really think they just made a mistake last time. Cargera. Phils. So many good teams.
Oh,
Fluky, who
just won the raffle,
1%.
and Fluky's on this Lotra Blue team. Well, he's hanging out at the tower with them or something. So Fluky's probably happy. Maybe he's the one who just put all his points and was like, I just won gold.
What a guy.
Down with points.
Invest in, imagine, we should have like a stock market with Albion GVG teams. That'd be fun. Who are you going to invest in? That would be fun.
Bogul. Get on it. How is your Ponzi scheme working out?
Was he allowed to do it or not? Spooky says hello, Shozen. All right, here we go. Level 7s then. And I believe one team is getting a no-show, aren't they? Hopefully it's not the one we chose to watch.
It looks like they're going in. It was, I think nope. Neon went in as well.
Yeah, they got in. They got in. So at least we get a match on the one we're going to choose. Lodra, he's showing Polehammer, by the way. Do you think he shows Polehammer and then switches? He hasn't OC'd, and it's gonna be the Neon matchup here. This will be a banger.
He did. He's got it.
He's OC'd the Polehammer after absolutely dominating on the SOB. Very interesting, actually.
Okay. They're maybe matching up against the team.
Well, it's an Astrolagus and a bow.
Oh,
so
it's up against the Neon team. Okay, this is gonna be a good matchup.
Yeah, this will be a rowdy match.
One. Okay.
And I'll be interested to see what RPG can do in this one, because we know he is one of the stars of this team. Matcha as well had an absolute blinder last match. Early poison. That's what you like to see. And maybe Lotra's not playing that hyper aggressive build because he knows how dangerous this team is. Liet uncontrolled on that bow. You've got two insane bow players on this as well, so they're gonna have to be controlled. RPG taking huge damage. It's a heavy crossbow on Zeph, but Ochi, big anti-heal, aggressive knock-up as well for Ochi. That was really nice from Matthew. I think they're going to find the healer kill here. No, he manages to get one heal onto himself. Gets a second heal onto himself. Somehow, Ochi has stabilized, but his front line's now in a bit of trouble. Fatnex is having to roll out of this, but Lotra, he's going to run out of steam, and they are going to find it. That was nice, though. Ochi should not have survived as long as he did. Absolutely not. I think they will finally get him. Lotra is going to re-gear, but he's already lost his other boys, so he's going to have to get back. Oh, Zeph just about gets
So we actually have 3 matches going at once.
Oh,
Logic's team snuck in. Yeah, Logic's team snuck in at the very end, and they are up against Rafi Khan.
Okay.
And FS Pet Fillet is against Cargera.
Okay. So we got some bangers then going on.
Yeah, we have a 149 still.
Wow, the stalemate. That one, the pressure was all one way there, though. I don't know. I like the heavy crossbow on Zeph, but I just think against this team, you just take too much pressure. Without the extra tankiness of the Aegis or without the anti-CC, you're just going to get absolutely wailed on. And he switched to a Black Monk here. He's going to run the anti-DPS Black Monk, and it's had a few nerfs over the time. I don't know how I feel about this, but I always like seeing something different. I'll be honest. I'm always pleased to see something different. Liet's already rolled, so he's going to get purged in the back. Lotra, Ochi running something onto Neon. Neon's really separated from his healer. They bop him out of the orb, but now there's a bit of trouble on the front line. Offensive reset. Judy's are coming down. Liet, Okix is doing some work. Fatnex is out of energy completely on this crossbow, by the way. Like, Fatnex with no energy is a big problem for them right now. A lot of their kill pressure comes from this crossbow. And I think because he's running Guardian Helm, his only source of energy is auto attacks. And that is not enough to keep him spamming. And Hannibal are just going to get run over here. They're just going to get full run over. The roll from Liet was good. Pops his potion a little bit too late. The auto fire is going to proc. I mean, I guess this is one way for Fatnex to get full energy. But he's going to have to incorporate some better energy management. Otherwise, it's going to be a bad time for them. It's going to be 3. Could go into 4 here.
This
if
is
RPG,
getting rough.
He's stuck in that monk staff. Oh, they get Neon. It's going to be an ace. Is it going to be an ace? It's going to be an ace. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie.
This really turned around quickly, didn't it?
I mean, it was more of the same, but Fatnex ran out of energy. And he's put a Limhurst on now. He's put a Limhurst, but I don't know. It's just too purgeable. Like, if you see he's in energy problems, right? He's running well prepared as well, by the way, right? So he has put a Scholars on now. Okay, he switched off the Guardian to the Scholars, but now they lose a lot of tankiness. But he has to do it because otherwise they just lose. Otherwise, all the Sun team needs to do is survive long enough. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, Zeph doesn't really have the energy management himself, but they have a Royal Armor. Like RPG plays Soldier Armor, right? So that's why Zeph can afford to be a bit more aggressive with his energy.
Ultra Blue is taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, and he's on the tankier build as well. He's not on a greed build. He might go down here. Archie needs to save. Oh, that
He
Guardian
gets a
help.
great Guardian
That
after like with
Guardian
50 HP left.
Holy moly.
Saves the
They're in a
entire
lot of
team there.
trouble,
Allows
though.
for 2 heals.
Bokic's draining some energy. They need to find something here, though. Archie trying to stabilize the back line. Turns look good. Bokix gets the orb. They need that.
Here.
Yeah, they needed that Judy reset combo. Fatnex, he has to roll out the Black Monk, get swapped back in. It's going to hurt his output for a little while, but he's not going to have the energy
pound on
troubles.
Bacchus there. They had the opportunity to take down Bacchus. He had used his defensives. He was all out. I thought that what we were going to see, but
this is a 3-cap, by the way,
This is just an incredible, like,
back and forth
hold. This is an incredible hold by Blue. They've been down HP the entire fight, and now they're going to turn it on Liet.
They're going to get him. No,
they're going to get him
again.
Yeah,
one more. That's done. No, Neon hits the god stun.
Oh my god, that was godly right there. That could turn this fight. They got to stop the bow, though. Groga is doing work on Liet. They're shooting at each other. Liet only needs one more shot to go down.
Lotra, though. Lotra's in a lot of trouble.
Blue.
He's dead. He's dead.
He's
he
dead.
Is. Yeah. Can they find the trade? Is there anything on the board
to trade?
trade?
Doing work on RPG right now. Neon's got to turn and hit this stun, or it's over.
Can they snipe
Liet's going to go.
Oh, the stun again. They stunned Zeph before he could get the snipe, and I think it's going to be enough. Machu's in there. Lotra, I mean, that's the 3 rotation,
Lotra
and
Blue is
Lotra's
already
respawned. But I think they're going to get run down. I don't know. They're capping. They're actually breaking off this and capping. Lotra needs to get to his boys. Like, if his boys stabilize and Lotra gets back, Zeph's in a lot of trouble, though. Archie got the heals, though. Archie got the heals. Bokix, can they save him?
Yes, they saved him.
Archie runs interception. Here's the Black Monk. The Black Monk's back in.
Archie, you're just healing out of your mind today, man.
He is on a mission. They held the 2-cap
what the hell?
of that.
That was incredible.
Oh, now it's the trade onto Zeph.
Oh, there goes, sir.
Liet's out of energy, though. Bokic's draining him constantly. Like, again, energy issues across the board on this team.
But Groga is getting pounded in the corner. They found another target. Neon and RPG working away over in the corner.
The problem is like, once they get a kill target, Neon has to control Archie. Like, he's just free healing. And they do have
the weave and the dodge and the orb. That's going to put a lot of pressure on. He has to hit the hollow fall leap. He hits the E, but it's not going to be enough.
It's not going to be enough. They needed the orb.
That orb. Oh no.
Lotra could maybe commit for that cap if he wants to save 10 points. Machu's going to say no, though. They might actually go for Machu now. As soon as that ends, they might just try and snipe the healer.
They're going on to Machu.
Oh!
They put a lot of pressure on him.
The bounce away.
Defensive leap.
That was good. That was good from Machu. He saw that play coming.
Machu's gotten really good over the last 2 months.
It wasn't far off the kill, though. Like, it really wasn't. And
no, just a last-minute play here, and the caps have switched. The points are super close, 71 to 76.
Right now. Another orb, though.
But the orb missed.
The orb communication, they need to make sure that lands. He doesn't have the reset available right now as well. Lotra, they're going to need to wait for this Judy, I think. If they can... I hope they haven't got the Judy soon, because they really needed that combo to just stabilize that front line and keep the pressure up. Lotra and Bokis. This is a wild match. Zeph getting run down. Down goes the Judy. The anti-heal on top, though. The reset onto Zeph. He is going to just drop. No, he gets saved. Archie manages to save him.
Fatnex goes down.
Fatnex. They find a trade.
That
Zeph
is what they needed.
With a wisp of health. Like, absolutely nothing. Gorgo. Archie's healing, man. This is
Archie's out of his mind
right now.
Archie is out of his mind today.
He's
like
bananas.
This is the best I've seen from Archie win in quite some time.
I mean, we know this guy was in the championship, but
I know he's good. He's damn good, and I've always been saying he's a good healer. But this is some of the most out of his mind healing I've seen from him ever.
Oh, just as their 5th gets back, and they're going to get run down.
They're going to get run down. They're going to lose everything.
They're about to hit a big wall of death. And Machu's going to die. This is a really horrible timing as well.
Machu's going to die here. He's not going to be able to get out.
Horrible death timing.
Yeah.
They're going to get 3'd into a 20, and honestly, now Sun can just play super defensive on the 3. Like, they
have to hold it for 2 minutes. That was very bad timing to lose that.
Yeah, I mean, they're lucky they didn't lose it on the previous rotation, though. They're lucky they held. Otherwise, dying later on would have been a big problem. But the Black Monk, Fatnex has switched to the Curse. He's onto the Curse because there's only one Guardian Helm. He's going to switch to the Curse. I like it. I mean, they lose the explosiveness of the crossbow. But yeah, it's gonna be a 3 pressure play here. The Curse could struggle for energy as well, honestly, depending on what he's using sickle, so he's not as spammy. But I don't know. I think he could really struggle for energy if Bokix is on top of him with that Royal Armor. Neon nearly gets pounded to nothing. Manages to sidestep the reset. Bokix, oh my god, they all just stacked, and Bokix hit the whole team with his axe.
No, no.
That is not what Hannibal wanted right there. They got a really nasty opener. They could get something out the front, though, onto Bokix. They stabilize really, really well. Once again, Machu, both of these healers are absolutely bananas in this match, by the way.
There's so much credit. So much credit for this match. It's just been incredible to watch.
Both teams are playing on like half health most of the fight, right? And the healers have to pick the right targets, get the right heals. There's the stack. It's gonna be a 20. They're gonna go.
Trouble there.
They can't fight for a minute.
No, they're gonna lose 4 here.
Yeah, Lotra is gonna drop as well. Yeah, he's gonna drop.
And Bokix is gonna go down in the back as well.
This is gonna go.
Liet gets right into position to take the cap, and that's gonna be 20 at the rotation. That's gonna be too much. That's gonna be a win. What a comeback by Neon Krambit's team to take control in the. It's done.
There's 2 minutes though, because it's 43. 42.
Oh, what am I saying? Yeah, what am I saying? No, you're right. 43. I thought it was like 20 into the 18.
They're gonna get a shot at this.
100%.
What a match, though.
That is just. This is ridiculous. This is a great match.
19 kills in this match so far.
The other match that I have going on, the Logic match versus Rafikon, is currently 46-65. Rafikon's team has 46 points and 3 caps. They're both very close matches, and Cargera did a 10-0 stomp to the FS Pit Phyllis team, unfortunately.
That was really good there from Locha. Put the Black Monk on the choke, and they all had to retreat into it. But Fatnex has done great here. Like, switch into the curse means that he's like the crossbow gets completely screwed by the Black Monk. But switch into the curse means he's not nearly as effective. Solo. Lotra and Bokix.
Anybody gonna notice? Nope. They let him out. Oh my god.
Now the axe value is going to be coming through now, and this is going to be painful. I think Hannibal, they're in big trouble.
They're gonna take it.
Liet's gonna go. They're gonna get Neon, and there's no way they can hold. It's a 2-minute hold. They don't even win next rotation. That's gonna be GG.
They have, if they hold this whole thing. The only way they could do it is if they just held for 3 caps. That was the only thing they could do.
No, the 3 caps doesn't even win it though, because it's 22. They would go to 2 on 3.
You're right.
Like so, they just ran out of steam. Oh my, what a banger.
That was the only way to stay alive. Because now
a banger.
They're gonna lose because of the timing on these caps. Their one option was to hold for the 3 caps and then play for a minute for a kill.
Yeah, I guess, but you were gonna die.
You're gonna die. Like
you can't hold that long. Well, that was a crazy match right there.
Like I think I called that for both teams at one point.
Yeah, I think you declared both teams the winner through that, but mate, Ochi and Machu.
The other one is still going, by the way. Rafikon's team still going for another 2 minutes.
Let's go to Rafikon then. Holy moly, like both healers in that must be shaking right now.
Those healers did amazing, incredible matches by both teams. I look forward
Logic
to
team's back
seeing
on
them
caps
again.
Now. Logic team managed to grab a mid cap. Chillite's up there fighting Stratagen. A very weird one. ANCQ is on this team now. Uzbek is off
This is a new team. The Logic team is a new team.
This is Mudhouse versus Mudhouse as well. Like, I think Mudhouse are already capped on points, right? Before this match. I don't really like to see 19 deaths of my guild sets. 19 deaths in a match where you've already capped your points. Oh, my life.
Rafikon's going to make it 20.
Across Rafi's going to make it a nice round 20 sets in that. And in Mudhouse versus Mudhouse, Mudhouse wins. Less up.
I mean, congratulations to Logic and the boys. I mean,
mate, this team. I was watching Logic stream earlier.
Jeez.
During the midday matches. Yeah. This team is banging, honestly. Like this team is so good, but 20 sets. I'm not sad that we watched the other match because the other match was insane. It was just
ridiculous. Insane.
Like, there's so many good teams right now. I don't know, Shozen. It's just.
And tomorrow you'll get to hear about both these teams actually, because during the interview that I do with Neon eats KFC and the boys, they do talk a bit about Logic, actually.
Yeah?
Apparently, they have a beef with Logic. He
A
was,
beef?
yeah, a little bit of toxicity, apparently.
Okay.
And I find that weird because the next interview I have that I'm doing is with Logic about toxicity.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask him about it. I mean, I'm
I
genuinely interested. A lot of what we talk about with the Neon Crambits team
What's
is
the beef though? Do they say what the beef's about? You
Yeah,
can't just say
so-
I've got beef.
no, they do explain a little bit, and I don't want to go into it and say it wrong, but there was some hostility regarding joining Empire. Like they were gonna go play for Empire at one point,
Okay. So
and
is Empire still going now that Logic's off murking somebody else? Are they still
well,
like
a lot of the Merc teams will run their own guild while still merking for somebody else, just like what we see with Neon. Neon eats KFC. Neon Crambit runs Tryhards the guild, and they play for Hannibal.
I don't I still surely you would play for your own guild if you have a guild.
You can't get money for it.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
I mean, like if you can fund your guild, your small friend guild, your guild that you're doing what you want
with your money. Yeah, okay.
with
yeah,
the
I
money that
understand,
you're
yeah.
making from getting other people points, works. It just works.
Depends
So
on
I'm
your
really
deal
looking
as well,
forward to
though.
finding out more about like this story between Logic and Neon from the other point of view too, so I can get 2 points of view on this. Because one of the things that we talked about with Neon was about toxicity inside of your team and how it's the worst kind of toxicity when you can't like lose a match, like a close match like they just had.
Yeah,
If you can't lose that, look at the VODs from a positive perspective, see what you did well and what you did poorly, make corrections. You're never going to really improve that much. You're going to get to this point where you just cause an interior level of frustration, and you have some guys just stop getting along. Once they stop getting along,
And you can't
really
put
play.
that many people in one guild without clashes. Do you know what I mean? It's
Right.
like there's always going to be clashes.
There's always
And
gonna be clashes.
Part of the leadership in Albion is being able to resolve these without everybody hating each other. Because we've seen guilds fall apart over the craziest stuff, haven't we? We saw EOS fall apart because the leader got an e-girlfriend and like just did that. We've seen alliances fall apart because one guy gathered on the wrong territory.
Can't take stone.
Like
donate or leave.
The first world war of Albion was over territory resources. Derek rage kicked Exertion. Exertion massed up and just rampaged around, murdering everything, and it sparked the first world war of Albion, which was an epic war. But the littlest things have the biggest consequences. And right now, there's some real interesting politics. This is the most interesting season in a while, right? Because there's no anti-Po coalition this season.
No.
And loads of people are fighting their own wars. Like Banana's trying to find something to fight that doesn't turn into an absolute Zerg fest. We've got, Black Order relocating into Squadlands, a very frail, wafer thin nap between like the top 3 guilds in terms
Black
of territory
Order
launching.
and Arch and Poe. They kind of have that very, very loose agreement.
Like this is the thing. Mudhouse, Sun, and Black Order cannot launch on each other's territories, right? Everything else is fair game.
Why?
Because of the squad PoE nap.
Why?
Because
who's dating who in that situation is what I want to know.
Mojo and Syndic want to remain on good terms, right?
Why?
But for example, if Black Order launches on Sun, Syndic's got to support his guys, and Mojo's got to support his guys.
Right. Why don't they do that? Wouldn't that be more entertaining for the entire server?
Maybe. Well, I mean, okay.
Dell says he's going after BO. He says they launched on us. We smashed them. We're going to go do it. Sun is fighting Black Order now.
Dell retaliated with launches, but it was all the ceasefire was called and the Cold War continued. But mark my words, it's going to deteriorate. Like, it's going to kick off before the end of season, right? Like, if Black Order want back in the race,
Yeah.
They're going to have to do something desperate, right? And Mudhouse versus Sun, both teams capped GVG today, right? Sun also capped 20s. Like, they're getting an even number of castles because they're in separate time zones. Like, one of them's going to give. Like, something's got to happen right now, doesn't it? Like,
it's down to less than 2,000 points, Lewpac.
Yeah, there's 2,000. Like, there's 4 hours mage raiding separating the two guilds right now.
Why do I feel like this is going to be like Sun finally getting a gem?
I mean, but you can't call it this early.
I can't call it.
Both
I can't call
both guilds. Both guilds have teams that are maxing crystal points, right? Both teams have a decent enough ZVZ force. They can't attack each other's territories, which would be a big.
Why can't they attack?
A big thing.
I'm pretty sure that Dell says he's gonna go for it. He's gonna go attack those territories. He don't care. I want to see this. I want to see a full world war. I want to see what happens when somebody says, "Damn your nap. I don't care. I'm going for the points. The best way for me to get the points is to take the territories. I'm gonna do it. I don't care if y'all had your agreements. Fights on."
Yeah, but this is the problem, right?
World War.
It's not about the fight between the two guilds, right? It's about the potential downside. So let's say
the downside? Content?
All right. Let's say Sun, right, is gonna goes launch on Mudhouse, yeah?
Right. Yeah.
Launches on Mudhouse, right. We're gonna take their territories. That's the points we need. That'll tip this over the edge. Cool. So now Mojo says, hey, you know, we've got a nap. Your boys launched on our boys, right? In an ideal world, there's a world war. Po go against Squad. We have a big clash. The Syndic could well say, I don't want this beef. I'm going to kick Sun from PoE and we'll all turn on Sun. And suddenly Sun get obliterated out of the first
Really?
place
You think
race.
that's going to, like, you guys were part of PoE Prime. You've been donating your time to PoE for almost 2 years now. Like, you're saying that because you broke a hand-holding agreement, like your palms got too sweaty, Freddie, and you were like, nope, done?
But you don't know. You don't know what these, you know, why am I going to risk a world war when I can just set the alarm clock for 7 a.m. and I can go mage raiding like a hunter? I've got to do what a hunter does. Like the way you're talking, Shozen. Listen, Shozen, that's a gold guild mentality, right? That's a gold guild mentality right now. Do you know what I mean? That's not what hunters do, okay?
No, it's not what handholders do. It's not like that's gatherer mentality right there. It's like we need peace so that we can get points. That's a gatherer mentality, not a hunter mentality. Hunters go out and they kill. Hunters seize what they want. They take it. They see it in front of them. They go, I want that territory. It's mine. I'm taking that shit.
They see those mages and they raid them, Shozen. That's what
they
a
take
hunter
the territory.
I'd love it. I'd love it. Like I'd love it if there could just be war for it. I wish
that'd be amazing.
I wish that the seasons were decided by guilds fighting each other instead of not fighting each other and generating as many points as possible.
Well, that's what it sounds like you're doing. You want to graze on mages like some kind of gazelle. Well, Dell wants to go full lion and just take that shit.
Now, do you know what? Dell's out there every night with the boys fighting over castles. Like the ZVZ crew gets content. The GVG teams do well. Like it's a good all-round guild, but we're not ever gonna mandatory mage raid. That's the problem, and that's where Mudhouse might beat us. To be honest.
Well, with the 700 hours a week mandatory.
Well, no, that's Black Order. And
how's it working for them?
Well, I mean, we were just like, look, no one has the mandatory mage raid, but if you want to go mage raid, you'll get this much silver per point.
Ooh,
right?
Okay. So you reward people for it.
Yeah, of course.
So like you don't punish them for not.
Mudhouse ZVZ, but they also rat a bazillion outposts as well.
I feel like I need to do an interview with Dell and get him on the air and like.
Yeah, that was a good guy, man. That was a good guy. Anyway, you guys got to get some rest.
Perfect.
I was just thinking, like, you know, if you might as well just delete the channel. Like, if you don't want the Twitch channel, just delete it. Do you know what I mean? It's fine. I mean, you could
pre-recorded.
You could interview Dell. You could interview Duratine. You could interview Shiro, right?
But
you might as well just delete the Twitch channel because it'll be the same outcome. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like that time that I decided to have all of the guild leaders in a Discord call and stream it. That worked out well, didn't it?
You mean when you got stabbed in the back by the big black dagger?
I had my partnership rep in contact very quickly. like put it this way, I was lucky I was a Twitch partner, right? Because if I wasn't a Twitch partner, the channel would have been gone. But
So you're saying when you're a partner, you can drop a cat over your chair?
no. But like normal admins can't do anything to partners. Like normal admins can't do anything to a partner channel. There's a different process.
Okay.
Which is why mass reporting doesn't work.
I've never ever had an issue with Twitch, and I've done some crazy things on this channel.
I don't think you've ever pushed the boundaries. Anyway, I need to go and get some dinner. I haven't eaten tonight, and it's like 11 in the evening. And you guys got to rest up before the NA reset, which is coming. I'm not coming back. I'm done. I
gotta be back. 3 hours.
I'm finished with work for the week. I got to go get my mage raid in. Get my
You're gonna go do some mage raiding? Okay.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go get my minutes in. You won't answer my phone call. I'm gonna go fall in love with the process. I couldn't. Yeah, how many minutes have I done this week, guys?
2 minutes apparently.
Oh mate, I've got 698 minutes to put in before tomorrow. It's gonna be difficult. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this. We had some banger matches. We had some good banner to finish the show. EU reset was a monster. Just hang about. Check out NA reset. It's going to be good tonight. Have a great one. And I'll see you guys on my channel Monday to Friday or back here on Albion TV next Saturday. We've got level 8s next week as well. So
Yeah, we got
Sunday as
level
well.
8s next week. Tomorrow we got a full slate of shows as well. Like I said, we have ZVZ show in the morning at 18 UTC, followed by the Daily Show, actually, where we'll be interviewing Neon Crambit and half of his team. I think the only one who didn't make it is Fatnex. We have Liette, we have Machu,
Okay,
we have
that's cool.
RPG. And so it's a full house tomorrow. Pretty good interview. I just have to cut out a couple of things.
Love it. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. And make sure you tune into those shows as well. Oh, congrats to the raffle winners and all of our GVG teams. And we'll see you soon on Albion TV. Peace.